Hello, everyone. Schoolhouse Intuitive. I am here with a message for the Libra Collective, Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any placement. We're going to look into the energies of 2026. We're going to go month by month, and I will deliver messages that are channeled as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I think what we'll do is we'll start out with oracle cards. We'll go into tarot. I'll pull a crystal for the month, an animal card, an angel number, and other messages for each month. So this is going to be a longer reading. Let's see what we get for the Libra Collective. And I will let you know, Libra, what I did here was miraculous discoveries when I tuned into the energy of 2026. So you could be finding yourself discovering, new inspiration, new ways of doing things, just getting to know even your own energy better, or your gifts and talents intuitively maybe. So let's see what we have. This is a year where you're going to be embracing your greatness, okay? There are definitely some sort of moves that are happening. I call them masterful moves as you manifest. And we had the animal that came in when I did my meditation before this was wolf. And that has to do with your leadership and how your power and leadership serves many. There is going to be a need in 2026 to address uncertainty. We had 7 of Cups come out repeatedly in the pre-shuffle for each month. I did a meditation with pre-shuffles and saw what came out as like a preview to help me feel and navigate the energy before I then, deliver it. So we're going to pull cards together each month together, but I have pulled cards ahead of this just so I'm familiar with what I need to be for this video. Okay, first card out. Do not give up because something didn't work out right away. So there is our very first message, and this is going to be just overall for the year ahead. Don't give up because something did not work out right away. We've been getting this message all of 2025, it seems, but let's go ahead and see what else tarot can provide. So, Libra, give us some divine direction, please, for the Libra Collective. Though there were 2 cards that came out a number of times, Libra, in the pre-shuffle, and it was the 4 of Wands, the 1111 card, right? As well as the 7 of Cups. And that can have to do with embracing uncertainty and going with how you feel. So there's a huge focus this year for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North, any placement that is focused on, really tuning into the different options and opportunities, but making a choice based on heart energy and also your own intuitive advice. So I also had the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords come in, and this is kind of like you're going to be celebrated in some way, either with others or on your own, but you're being celebrated for lessons lived and your perseverance. Your perseverance prevails in 2026. The number 333 came in as well for overall energy for the year. And that is a very protective energy and letting you know, Libra, that you are indeed on the right path. So that's just a very quick introduction to the energy. Let's pull a card together. Oh my goodness, you have the Magician. Now this is fantastic for overall, right? Now I was already picking up on manifestation, and this is an ultimate card of manifestation, Libra. You're being given the message for 2026 that you have enough to get started with something. This is about your own creation and you manifesting and using your resources that you do have and focusing your energy, really focusing on what it is you want to bring in. And it is a focus on your desires, your creations, and your talents. So there's the Magician overseeing the whole year. I'll turn this so you can see it. All right, hopefully that helps a little bit. And then let's get a crystal card for overall. This is just quick, and then we go into each month deeply. Rhodochrosite, remember your worth. That's a big message for 2026 for you. Remember your worth. I'm not at all surprised to see that because it's been coming up in all readings I've been doing, personal and otherwise, and for this channel. All right, what else? Angel number for Libra. Overall energy, angel number. You may see this a lot in 2026. You have 222, and that is a sign of expansion. So, Libra, remember your worth as you expand your body, mind, soul. Everything is growing. Your whole being, this is a time to leave doubt behind and step in confidently to the energy of 2026, getting off to a really good start. And then let's get a divine direction card for you. So now you'll see how each month is going to go. And we have winter. All right. So this is what you desire will manifest in the winter months. It could be a time of solitude, survival, or quiet reflection. At one point, the Four of Swords did come out in that pre-shuffle. We'll see if it comes out again as we pull cards together. And Libra, by the way, throughout the year, I always do a deep dive into every month. So and also I do a separate career money reading every month, and then I do readings in between. So, if you're ever needing more information in addition to this, you always get a monthly reading on this channel. And this is making the time to connect with the ones you love. And it could be making time to connect with the divine. So you also had Camel come in your pre-shuffle and Wolf come in the pre-shuffle, and Camel has to do with coming home to yourself again, maybe again, like celebrating lessons lived and where you feel your true home is or what your true calling is. I just saw a hawk in here, but it didn't come out. We have reindeer here, otherwise known as caribou, and this is card 39, and it has to do with circulation. This is you tapping in, tuning into your own third eye chakra. Okay, this is life being a continuous cycle of endings and new beginnings. Honor your natural rhythms instead of struggling against your flow. This is another big theme for 2026. This is really cool, actually. And the reason I say that is because you had through my channeled messages, which I'm going to show you, or I'm going to read from as we go through each month, you did have messages throughout the year of letting go of any resistance. At one point, there was, when it came to February, I heard a beating drum. And rhythm is your resonance, they told me. So there's that coming in. They also gave me this energy of attracting and not chasing opportunities. That came in needing to be in the flow. But we'll go over each one of those. All right. So let's see what else. What do we have for Libras? So that's overall energy. Now we're going to use the same kind of cards. We're going to pull more tarot cards, though. And I will be putting timestamps below. So Magician, what a magical year we have ahead of us. My goodness, of magic and miraculous discoveries and manifestations and all the M's, right? Okay. All right, for Libra. Okay, let's go into January. What I received during meditation for January was Temperance. Okay, Temperance card. Also, the animal moose came in. That could be having to do with your own personal magnetism for January, Libra. So be what you want to see. The number 22 came in, indicating balance. You're turning your dreams into a reality. I had the Hermit card, the Four of Swords, and Strength come in. Then it led me to the Fool card energy. This is possibly resting and getting clear on something. Rest, work on something maybe in silence even. This has to do with your own empowerment, turning your dreams into reality. And again, because that be what you want to see. They gave me something about heartfelt news. With regard to your empowerment, they gave me polar bear energy through the cards and letting me know that you can do something. There's something here you need to know that you can do this. With the Hermit card, the Four of Swords, and Strength leading to the Fool card, it feels as though your own intuition is going to be paramount this year as you make big, important decisions, because you're going to have more options and opportunities. So that's going to be, therefore, it'll be more important for you to really tune in, tap into your own guidance. So your inner strength, your ability to retrieve your energy with that Four of Swords from anything that does not serve you, suit you, will help lead you into the Fool card energy of the new beginning. Okay. They gave me Python too. And This is, whenever we get like snake energy, it makes me think of, outgrowing something. We are still in the year, and we'll start 2026 off in the Chinese year of the snake. So something to think about. I just saw 1010 on the timer. What do you know? We keep getting that 1010. But that is a new path for you, Libra. So let's see what we have. A detour is available to you right now that can be a benefit. So some of you might be getting some sort of setback or what feels like it, like you might have to rest, reflect, recover because something may have not have moved forward. So it could be a variety of different things, right? All right. There's a focus on the number 2 in January, the number 2. You have the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant came out a couple of times also in pre-shuffle, and the Hierophant is having to do with, you might be getting, right now, what it has to do in this reading is you could be getting expert advice for something, or even going back to some sort of study or learning. Okay, so we have that. What else do we have? Tell us more about the Hierophant. The 9 of Wands here, setting some sort of boundary. I feel something with you. It will not be controlled by outside influences. You're not allowing that to happen. So this detour is not a setback. It's simply a detour. It's like you've got to find a different way. There's the 10 of Wands. Okay. Lots of 10s came in for this year. So that can be, you having completed something, maybe even in 2025, starting a whole new cycle. Okay. That is what it seems to be. So the Hierophant, the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands. What else? The snake. Oh, wow. The snakes also make me think of, oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Look at this, Libra. You have the Chariot and the World card. And I just said, you've completed something new or something. You've completed a cycle. You're going on to the next. And that's what this 7 of the, with the Chariot and the World card together indicate. All right. So there's a sense of wholeness here. And you really being divinely led by your higher guidance with that Chariot card. You do have success incoming. Okay, what else for Libra? Anything you want to? Okay, and then there's the 3 of Cups. So here is some sort of celebration. Again, you did have something about, heartfelt news coming in January of some kind. So maybe you're actually being cheered on by those around you. You're being celebrated for something. Let's see what we have for a crystal for January. So I'm going to give you a specific message now. If you are a Libra Sun, if you're a Libra Sun, this is about strong creative power in 2026. It's a month where you're going to be taking initiative, a chance to start a personal project, revamp your surroundings, or set a clear intention for the year is here. And whatever you begin now could carry momentum forward. That would be for Libra Sun. For Libra Moon, the message that came through is your inner world is being energized. So use this time to speak your truth, journal, or set emotional boundaries. Intuitive flashes can guide your decision making. For Libra Rising, otherwise known as Ascendant, you are projecting confidence. There are new opportunities, jobs, collaborations, travel that could appear if you're willing to seize them. So first impressions definitely count. So think of January, everyone, as a month where you're setting the stage. The fresh energy of the magician that we had in our pre-shuffle, right, is in the tools that you have will help you shape 2026 into something where you're being encouraged to be bold and intentional in your actions. So with that, you could really be setting up a strong foundation. You have shift your money mindset with Iolite. With Black Kyanite, set strong boundaries. And in fact, you had the 9 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands could be, you refusing to shoulder all of this responsibility on your own for something, or even for someone else, realizing you can't control them, right? They have to do this on their own. Another message for the collective. Options. There we are. Another card of options. And I already mentioned you're having with the 7 of Cups coming through in the pre-shuffle and during my meditation, heavily the 7 of Cups. This is about options and opportunities and making those choices. So you have options here. Okay, don't get too fixated on one thing. Okay, you could not see something around you. So definitely have do what you need to do to be grounded and centered and all that as we start this new year. You also have, I'm actually hearing something about deviled eggs and ham. So I am very clairaudient. So I don't know if someone made deviled eggs and ham or if that was somebody's favorite in spirit or what. I've never even had it. So it's definitely, that's a specific message for someone out there. So deviled eggs and ham. Okay. What else do we have for Libra? You have a lion here, illumination, card 54. That's your soul star chakra. Okay. And this has to do with not being afraid of your own power, just letting you know that you are a being of royal majesty. Okay. So this is, again, a big theme overall, though, for all of 2026, not just January, but let your radiance illuminate the world. It's time for you to show what you've been working on, maybe, or just show up more to life in general. All right. What else do we have? We have 1818. So this is a sign of great things to come. You are motivated to achieve more out of life. Big common theme here throughout January. And when I do monthly readings, generally I do remind of kind of what came about in the yearly reading too, and we see if it aligns. But your angels are aligning the moving parts. It's time to come together in divine timing. As I said, you had the Four of Wands come throughout this year during meditation, and you also have finding your balance, rebalance your mind, body, and spirit. Not at all surprised to see that for Libras, right? We definitely need the balance. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much January. Now let's go into, I'm picking up, I mean, I don't like to say this, but I am picking up a little bit on energy of like envy. So you could be feeling that even now. You could be feeling someone's envious, or maybe you're feeling envy, but there's some sort of connection to envy. All right. So, and one other thing I want to get as we go through each month is I do want to get a key oracle card. So let's do that as well. Now, when I deliver, just the overview, it's general. It's not just about love or relationships. It could be any area of your life. So for Libra, January. Whoa. We have addictions and compassion here. So there's a lock that's unlocked. Okay, so this is about a situation being influenced by an addictive behavior that's influencing you or the person involved. There could be pain or trauma being projected. So try to see the truth of a situation by stepping out of the chaos, create an opening for forgiveness, patience, and compassion. All right, so that's our overall closing message for January. Next, for Libra, let's get our higher self message for Libra. So then we move into February. Okay, so February, what I heard clairaudiently was emblem, and then I had the Page of Pentacles come in, so as well as the King of Cups twice, and this makes me think about really. I think there's a need to protect your energy. I have to tell you, I really do feel that way. It's also there's a strong gift of insight and intuition that will be part of your journey here in February, Libra. This is about you also developing your own rhythm. Maybe you have a new routine or something you're trying, or realizing that you just, you're enjoying everything because it has to do with rhythm. It could be sound or movement in some way, because they gave me that message. Rhythm is your resonance. So there's that. You could discover a new gadget, or there could be news coming out about a new gadget. With the Page of Pentacles, it made me think of someone beating a drum. That's partly why I got beating a drum. And so I could hear the boom, 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 boom. Maybe you received news about, heart stuff like cardiology or something. I don't know. But you also had 33 come in with blessings. It was connected to the Hermit card. So something about when you're hermiting in January, then you actually, like, the blessing from that comes in February. You had Armadillo reminding you to protect your energy, that you are safe. And with the Page of Pentacles and the King of Cups twice, it feels as though, yes, you could be getting news from somebody or working with somebody who has like King of Cups energy, but it's reminding you to have emotional control and balance. And with regard to taking a step, a small step even, toward those pentacles, or something to do with health even. So know that you are safe and protected. I just said you're safe, you're protected, right? So I just said that you are safe and that you need to protect your energy though, right? So make sure you're protecting your energy very well in February. You also have, there may be a speech or something formal or legal too coming in for some of you. We have freedom here, could set you free. So without freedom, there's no creation. Let your spirit take flight. Feels like a theme for the whole year. Okay. Your crystal card. If you want to work with a, you know, what our guides are suggesting right now, we could work with smoky quartz. And the message here is let it go. Interesting, you have that next to freedom. So you're freeing yourself from something, right? Or someone. And you're being encouraged to do that. For tarot, other than that Page of Pentacles, the King of Cups twice, in the pre-shuffle, you have Three of Pentacles. So as I said, 33 was coming in. So there's another 3. So 333. Actually, the message is that you're protected, that you have some blessings coming in, and that you're on the right path too. In February, you may realize more so than before that you are on the right path. Now, Three of Pentacles, though, can have to do with collaboration, right? Teamwork, building something together, feeling center stage even. Oh, wow. The 10 of Cups. Look at that. There's the rainbow card. Happily ever after. There it is. That is a dream come true. For Libra, dream come true. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Now, again, you had the pre-shuffle Page of Pentacles. Now it's coming through in reverse. Okay. So for some of you, you could feel that there's like red tape to something. Remember I said something could come up that's even legal. You may feel there's some sort of non-committal energy or red tape that you're having to work with or deal with. And then there's the Four of Pentacles. Some of you are going to be keeping some information to yourself. It could be regarding your health or your finances, or that you're ready to move on. We have a Page of Wands. I say that you're ready to move on. Out comes a Page of Wands. There's a page of inspiration. So this is encouraging you to explore any new projects. Again, connecting to freedom. And then you have the Four of Cups coming in. It's like, make sure you're not missing out on opportunities. Make sure you're looking at all angles and you're including different perspectives in something. Like maybe it's like getting a second opinion regarding a business dealing or something, or yeah. So that's coming in too. If you are a Libra Sun, for February, it could be quieter, introspective. Instead of pushing out toward, you could be, turning inward, doing more meditation, dream work, or spiritual study. That could help you reveal some hidden insights, okay? Because there's a big focus on hidden insights with that King of Cups coming in twice, or at least intuitive insights, right? The moon, if you're Libra Moon, this, emotions could really be running deep at that time. So trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, listen. Even subtle signs like through a dream or a gut reaction could hold meaning. And if you're Libra Rising or Ascendant, social or professional momentum could feel slow. You want that freedom, but it's just not quite here yet. This is good, though, that it's slow, because a lot of the times things built slowly last the longest, right? So use downtime to recharge and observe instead of acting. Something just might not be ready quite yet. And then you have Wolf. Now, I did say Wolf came through as overall energy for 2026. It was actually Wolf and Camel. So you had, it says on this card, you're a divine being so much more majestic than you could ever imagine. Embrace your true greatness. Your leadership and power serves many. And that's what came through in the meditation, which is amazing to me, because I did pull a card and that's what came out during that meditation. So that's very interesting that here it is again. Now it's for February, not just overall. Okay, and you have awakening, expansion. Yeah, this is about receiving messages. It's time for your soul to expand. Another big theme throughout all of 2026, not just February. And this is about, you being an old soul and you're here to do great things. You've come to realize this maybe by doing the work, merging with your higher self, and knowing that there's really no going back because you've let go, right? You've let go and you're free now from something and you can move toward that 10 of Cups. All right. Also for Libra, we have Galactic Angel Message. All the decks I use are down below, and I'm hearing Herman right now. So things are about to be shaken up. So there's a new way of life beginning. There are brighter days ahead. Yeah. The 10 of Cups is absolutely a brighter days ahead kind of card. You might have a hard time too, I'm hearing right now, figuring out who's your ally. So you may discover who your allies are in February. Your number is 99, and that is a sign of your leadership. Okay, you're inspiring and leading from a higher perspective. That is what we have for February for the Libra Collective. Okay. I like this. I can hear clear. So I could pause the video, right? So that I could just do the timestamp, but I hear a lot during while I'm putting the cards away and starting to reorganize. I hear and feel things. So I wouldn't want to stop the video and then, just to save time, and then whatever came through, you don't hear. So I leave it open anyway. Yeah, I get this thing right now. Actually, I'm hearing kind of a little bit about like friendships being explored or tested, or just so there is just a little bit here about in your social circle, some things could be going on in February. All right, and when I think of February, I think of the High Priestess. When I think of January, I think of the Magician. When I think of the High Priest, or February, I think of the High Priestess. Because it's February is going to ask you to listen, that inner listening, right? And I think that's what the High Priestess is about for me. So this is a month that's used for reflections, not major moves necessarily, unless you feel, yep, my time's this is it, this is my opportunity, then go for it, right? So anyway, okay, so for March, I think of the Empress for March, really. Harvesting things. So you have a new career path will be highly successful. Trust the magic of newness. What do you know? Check it out. And you also have, what else do we have? What do we have with that career path? Okay, health. So this is about making physical changes to improve things. All right. So really committing too. Maybe you are, by then you're in a new routine or something for fitness or something. If you're a Libra Sun, growth and abundance is the focus for March. It could be in creativity, relationships, finances, or overall well-being. This is a great month to pamper yourself, Libras. Okay, and even beautify your space. I just dropped a card on the floor. And if you're Libra Moon, March could bring emotional comfort and security in some way. So you could feel very empathetic, open-hearted, and compassionate. Dropped another card. Let's see what else. You may feel compassionate toward somebody younger, an earth sign too, or someone younger that you work with. March for Libra Rising it's focusing on your outer world really blossoming, okay? This is about you attracting good support. It's a good time for social gatherings, okay? Good time for social gatherings and forming new friendships because, as I said, you may have had to do some boundary setting in February, so your friendship circle could have been impacted in some way in February, but you make new friends, okay? So, and again, this won't apply to every single person, every single word I say, right? It's a general reading. So for March, what I heard, if you hear squeaking, that's my chair. What I heard for March was Pluto atmospheric pressure. So Pluto, planet of destruction, death, rebirth, right? So there could be some sort of global things with the atmospheric pressure, or you're feeling things like a certain situation is pressurized. I also had a giraffe come through, so maybe seeing things from a higher perspective. I had the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Hierophant. So it feels as though, I heard the words in accordance with a plan. So you're pursuing your passion. There's a plan now. You have some sort of plan, which is fabulous. And there's the Knight of Pentacles. I was talking about a younger energy, maybe Earth sign, and in comes the Knight of Pentacles. So you have the Knight of Pentacles coming in, and that could be some sort of slow-moving energy, an offer regarding your work. All right, so they're in your work habits. That's coming in. You have the Six of Wands. This is a card of victory and success and getting noticed. Maybe you're noticed for your work, or just even a small thank you from someone. The Queen of Cups, she's used her challenges as stepping stones. So maybe you've done that. You're feeling as though you have, in fact, overcome a block in 2026, as early as March even. Maybe some earlier, but yeah, definitely March is looking good. Seven of Wands here. And that's persevering. You're doing things, again, in accordance with plan is what they told me channeled. Okay, so I also had the name Adrian come in. There's something here about emperor type energy. It's very masculine. And there's something here about letting go of resistance for March. You had the numbers associated with March are going to be 2s and 3s. So think about a numerology, what 2s and 3s are, okay? And then let's see, with the Hierophant, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Seven of Cups. I think for some of you, you might be, you're going to maybe form a partnership with something or someone that's more official than what you've been doing, or it's kind of like getting expert advice or learning more. There's a focus on learning, maybe regarding your career in March. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. And if it's not your career, it could be around your home or projects or your health even. The Queen of Pentacles, you're nurturing the opportunities that are in fact coming your way. I love seeing the Queen of Pentacles for March because I feel it's Empress-like in the energy. And Empress is card 3 and March is the 3rd month. So there is this nice energy. Okay. There's a loyal partnership of some kind. Right? I do feel that for March. Let's see what else we have for March. What other messages? So fertility coming in here for March. And you can see in the cards, it does feel like it is about work or something to do with Pentacles, which any of your resources, right? And here we have being inflexible. And this is about change. Okay. You being involved, or a person is involved in a situation that could be impeding your growth in some way. So this is making sure you're being open, right? We don't want to be in that Four of Cups closed off energy that we just had in February. So this is considering other people's point of view, but expanding your perspective in a healthy way. Okay. So we don't want to be too rigid, but we also don't want to be we don't want to be too open. We don't want to be too closed, right? So flexibility is needed here to create flow. That came in anyway for the year. So that could be a theme this year, Libra. For your crystal that is being suggested now by Spirit for March, we have Start Fresh with Chrysocolla. Yeah, some of you, it's the starting fresh is actually, you're getting a new chance, maybe even at something that you've been wanting to do for a while, okay? And you need to trust your intuition when it comes to that. And I think some of you have been, and you're guided in some way. It's interesting, there's a ram on there because we have Aries season starting in March, right? So there's the ram. Reconnect with nature, okay? So this is you discovering a spiritual connection. So far, the month that seems to be most focused on the Pentacles, health and wellness, whether it's time, money, physical stuff, in the 3D, it seems to be March. Okay. So reconnecting with nature could help you in some way. And let's see what we have for a number for March. And again, this is meant to just be a brief overview. Okay. And you have 44. There's a sign of encouragement. So this is keeping going. Okay, so keep going because your hard work will pay off. So those are like kind of bonus numbers for March. And your animal card for March is Stag. So card 48, Crown Chakra, and this is remembering your true source. Remembering your true source. This is letting go of a belief in scarcity. Infinite abundance is available to you now. So that is the message for March. Okay, we're a little bit through the reading now. First quarter is done. Okay. Yeah, if there's gonna, I mean, it feels, I'm getting the date of March 15th right now too as a potential important date. I don't know what day of the week it is or anything like that, but so just be mindful, like mid-March or March 15th. There could just be a very noticeable shift or even a shakeup. Like it could be a literal shakeup or a metaphorical shakeup. Okay, I'm getting that. And so I'm going to report it. Okay, so because that's my deal with spirit, with source. Okay, because I have to report what I get. All right, so for April, I picked up on Indigo Skies, a warrior, sixes. You're getting some sort of reward in divine timing, okay? There's victory. You, quote, win a battle, they told me. Some sort of battle, you've overcome it by April or in April. They gave me leaving doubts behind. Okay, you need to leave those doubts behind. You receive some rewards for your hard work, or again, a battle well won in some way, and it's just metaphorical, of course. And so the Four of Wands is the 1111 card, right? So this has been in divine timing. You're encouraged. You received the camel again for this. So I think partly to what I'm getting is like you need to make sure you're saving some of your energy for what you want to do too. They, camels having the reserves they have. So just there's also something about you healing and going home. There is swift movement coming in. I had the Knight of Swords come in. It's after some sort of decision, possibly regarding your spirituality, your growth, or healing in general, and also your connection to others. So you had the Seven of Cups come in, the Star card, the Ten of Cups, which we just saw, and Knight of Swords. So there's like swift movement towards a place or a situation where you feel more at home, more at peace, and more healed. Okay, so that's what I received for that portion. Now let's go ahead and get some cards together too. You have a new career path will be highly successful. Trust the magic of newness. Okay. Seems familiar. Seems a little like March, isn't it? Like exactly. So beautiful greenness coming in again makes me think once again connecting to healing, maybe some heart chakra work, or what I'm hearing right now is adjustments in some way. So let's see what else we get. So whoa. Oh, okay, you have fertility coming in. So there's a perfect time now to start a new project, fall in love, change jobs, or give birth to a new abundant life. You have support coming in, believe it or not. Some of you you're not seeing it now, but you have it coming in. This could be in the form of lessons. So because three cards fell on my lap, look at this. You have support. Okay, so support. So someone could be significant coming in. You also have lessons. So this is about learning spiritual lessons that are going to assist you on your journey to spiritual growth. As I was just saying, it is about your healing, heart space, intuitive development, spiritual lessons that are going to assist you. Be patient though, okay? And then you have the actual star card again came through. Now it's in the Oracle deck form. Before it was used I had the Light Seers Tarot I used for your pre-shuffle. And the star card came out with that. So this is about you shooting for the stars in April, not settling. Okay, you set your sights higher because you deserve better. For a crystal card, you had tourmalinated quartz. It says get out of your own way. Okay, so you're getting out of your own way. Again, healing something that maybe has been long overdue. That looks really good. Let's get another card. If you are a Libra Sun for April, I'm connecting this to the Emperor, okay? The Emperor energy. Card 4, month 4. just the energy in general. So this is about, if you're a Libra Sun, you're probably going to bring in a little more structure. Okay, this could be your goals from January, February. You're now setting some firm plans. If you haven't, it's about discipline, stability, and leadership. Again, kind of tying it to that Emperor energy. If you're Libra Moon, this is emotional maturity. So confronting any sort of unresolved emotional patterns with a clear mind and setting healthy boundaries. And lastly, if you are Libra Rising for April, this is regarding your public or professional life. You might need to assert some of your own Emperor-like leadership skills, be your own authority, take charge. It's like a stand up and be seen kind of month in April for Libra Rising. This is a good month to lay foundations and think long term, if you haven't already by April. If you enjoy this reading, please do like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, hype the video. Appreciate all of it. And we have Awakening, so more expansion. You already received this card for another month. Was it January maybe? So again, I just connected it to you back to January, right? Like what you were thinking about in January now can kind of be more developed. So yeah, it's the goal. If goals from January are still unclear, you're setting plans, like how you plan to expand yourself, your business, spiritually, etc. So for Libra, what do we have from Tarot? Queen of Wands. All right. Nothing stops a Queen of Wands, right? Doesn't matter. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about what other people think, okay? Turn toward what brings you the most happiness and sunshine and joy, because you do have lots of choices to make throughout the year. Big choices. Oh my gosh, look though. Look at this happiness with the Sun card. Look at this joy. So lots of Sun energy. And this is, by the way, connecting to your expansion. That is joy. That's vitality too. Knight of Swords, okay? Knight of Swords, rushing in, right? Yeah. You're rushing towards what you feel is going to be the most fruitful and the most enjoyable for something. You could be anything really, but that's kind of what I'm getting right now, is because you're rushing into your passions. Basically, you got your eyes on the prize there, and you're really going for it. What I had pulled for you for April was I told you already, the Seven of Cups, the Star, the Ten of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. And so the Knight of Swords is coming out again, swift movement. It's towards your joy, towards your happiness, toward a plan maybe. There's the King of Wands. Wow, look at all this fire. So things energetically, they really pick up just in time for Aries season, for a start of a new astrological year, right? Okay. Five of Wands. Conflict, possibly. Someone's you're not seeing it their way, or they're not seeing it your way. It could be connected to that stubborn energy there that we picked up on in March. There's the Queen of Cups, though. She's going to use her intuition. She's going with how she feels on a particular matter or with a particular person. Your galactic angel message is you're protected at this time. A divine intervention is currently happening for you. In April, my friends, your angel number is 333, a sign of protection. That was one that came through for the yearly for you, for the whole year overall, right? So sign of protection, your angels guide you they guide you toward the right path. You're going to feel this, by the way. You are absolutely going to feel it. Okay, and two want to come out. You have Badger. Okay, yep, you have Badger. By the way, something I'm getting right now is not as it seems with April, all right? So just you've got to trust your own inner compass with April. There's just something coming in right now about that, okay? So we have feeling nature, right? Card 24, there it is again, to get in touch with nature. So this is about reconnecting with yourself through nature. What are you feeling deep down? Feeling opens the door to healing. What do you know? And that's what you have during the month, where we had the Star card twice, the Queen of Cups. Hello, feeling, healing. Yeah, okay. And then you also have Deer here with uniqueness. You don't need to dim it down, okay? Let's not do that with our beautiful energy, okay? You're perfect and beautiful just the way you are, so love and accept yourself fully. Don't be afraid to be different, right? Don't be afraid to be different. You're that emperor when it comes to April. So this is, again, thinking long term. Does it benefit you to dim your light, or to, you know, not pursue something that you could potentially love just because it makes other people uncomfortable, or just like worried for you or whatever. Who cares if it scares other people? If you have the bravery to do it, go for it if you've thought it out. All right, so for May, and I did just drop a paper. Oh, there it is. Okay, so for May, we'll be moving on here. Got my notes. I think paper just fell again. Great. All right. So, yeah, now's a good time to, if you haven't left a comment, leave a comment if you'd like. While I'm taking care of all of this, okay? Again, it's so you get the messages that come through in the middle clairaudiently. It kind of disrupts my personal flow when I'm pausing and starting and all that too. So, and actually the device I'm using right now doesn't even have pause button. So, all right, now let's see. You know what they're giving me? They're giving me that song by Queen, We Are the Champions. So yeah, I really feel it so far. It's like March and April are looking really good. You know what? This is interesting because throughout the year I've been picking up on a change by March. It seems like it happens in March. There's a change of the energy overall, like the collective energy, and it feels like things start to really shift. So yeah, it'll be interesting as the year goes on, right? We'll explore that together each month. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks so much for being here. And I do post every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday morning, Eastern Standard Time around 10 or 11, 10 on Sundays. And then sometimes I'll do a Friday reading. I probably won't this week because this is such a long reading. I probably won't be doing a Friday reading this week, okay? Those are kind of bonuses. And then if you're a member, you get a bonus mini reading Monday mornings. Anyway, okay, here we go. For May. So for May, I had picked up on the Nine of Wands, something to do with the Hierophant too. It made me think of work boundaries needing to be set. We had the Six of Swords. Okay, so you're transitioning to something that feels a little more fair. Because you have the Six of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. It was connected to the number 555, having to do with transformation and expecting the unexpected. Again, doesn't have to be a bad thing. They gave me starfish. I heard it. Actually, no, I saw it in a crystal ball. I saw a starfish. I'm clairvoyant too, and I just don't always get messages initially clairvoyantly, but I did for this one. So sometimes they'll give me a clairvoyant messages like as backup if I didn't hear it or something right the first time. Anyhow, you have Lion coming through too. Lion, illumination. You're a shining star this month. You're a radiant being, and they want you to question the real reason you're doing something when it comes to even teaching, inspiring, healing, leading. Now with the starfish, I don't have a card for that because again, it came through clairvoyantly in a crystal ball. But what I'm getting is you're able to make a comeback in some way. So because depending on if a starfish loses an appendage, depending on where it is, they can actually grow it back. So that's just very interesting, right? So I feel like for some of you, you're reclaiming power. Maybe it's like a comeback kind of energy. Don't fear a blank canvas. Use it to turn your life into a masterpiece. Again, this is for May. And learn how to honor and treat your body well. That's a big lesson for us. It started coming in the end of 2025. So I know there's some people with health challenges. Maybe there's even back stuff because they're doing an exercise that typically you do if you have like lower back issues or something. So maybe. Oh, wow, what was that? But I'm not a doctor. So endurance. Don't stop now. Keep going. Don't stop now. Keep going. This is about your persistence paying off. You're almost there, so commit to your dreams. You also have coming in, overall theme for May. They're actually giving me something right now, clairaudiently, Betty Spaghetti. So I don't know if you're Betty and you like spaghetti or what, but there's something there. We also have a letting go energy. Let go, have a little fun, laugh, This is about letting go of resistance. So this is a cycle has ended. It's time to let go and experience new growth. So it's a great time to close something down, give it gratitude for how it helped or gave you a lesson in some way, and let it go with love and light. Okay, go within, figure out what's holding you back, and make the changes. Remember, I received clairaudiently that let's see, it says, question higher mission to teach, inspire, heal, and lead. So some sort of change there possibly. You have the King of Pentacles. He's an authority over matters of his home, his finances, his well-being. He's really good. He's a strong leader. This is good for entrepreneurs. This is good for abundance. This is a very wise investor, someone who is secure and who is very prosperous. And there's the Sun card. Wow. There's that Sun card again. Look at you. So the sun is shining on Libras in not just April, but May. I mean, it shines throughout the year anyway. Kind of felt like a year where it really is, there's more moves being made, you know, like it said, like I heard, you know, miraculous discoveries, and I'm getting masterful moves too. Okay. And you have the Nine of Wands. Look at that. Yeah. So feeling the push. You're going to be feeling the push towards something better, towards something higher, maybe that connects better to your higher mission here. You also have the Ten of Wands. Wow, we're getting the same cards, similar cards to another month we had. Okay, so yeah, this is like really putting down that burden, not shouldering things that are not yours. Remember, you are close, so keep going. That's a card of endurance as well. You have the Death card here with transformation. As I said, something is very transformative in May. Ultimate card of transformation coming through with the Death card. And you have something comes bubbling up to the surface too, I hear. And there's the Judgment card. So you're making some sort of judgment card here with regard to possibly that like start over, comeback kind of energy. You're letting go of the resistance though with the Judgment card and the Death card. So you could have some sort of unexpected news. I will say that that definitely could be part of May in general. What else do we have? Support's all around you, angelite. Maybe you get an unexpected, you know, expect the unexpected, and it's a good thing. You actually get support you weren't expecting or counting on. So if you're a Libra, well, I'm connecting May also to the Hierophant, because you had the Hierophant come out a couple of times, and it's number 5, right? So Hierophant having to do with your commitments, maybe traditions, institutions, spiritual wellness, even religion. Okay, so if you're a Libra Sun in May, you could be focusing on things like learning, mentorship, questioning your own traditions, considering taking courses, joining a spiritual or community group, or deepening your beliefs in some way. If you're a Libra Moon for May, inner wisdom surfaces in some way. Okay, so this is again, these are messages that I received before the reading. Okay, so you could also feel drawn to symbolism, spiritual practices. Meditation on life patterns and ancestral themes may be helpful for you, Libra Moon for May. Libra Rising, social circles could expand, becoming more meaningful, structured, part of a community. So these are groups aligned with your values. So wellness, activism, spirituality. May is a chance to seek deeper meaning and align with what really resonates for us, okay? And you have make the time to connect with the ones you love. That makes sense. Okay, and a number for you for May. 7777. You're on the right path. Things will manifest quickly. And then you have an animal. Remember, you had starfish and lion come through, but here's the card. Buffalo, fulfillment. Yeah. So this is about you not needing to sacrifice joy and abundance in one area to have true fulfillment in another. Believe that you can have it all in May. Really anytime, but that's the May message. Okay. By the way, thanks to all my members and supporters in general. I appreciate you. And personal readings will be open again. They're not open now. I'm going to take some time off. So the website, schoolhouseintuitive.com, is down for now. When it's up, I'm doing readings. When it's down, I'm taking a break or my schedule's full. But all righty. So Let's see. Tapping in, tuning into June. I'm going to associate that with the Lovers since card 6. And I do feel like a lot of love stuff kind of blossoms when the weather gets nice in the Northern Hemisphere. And that's my reference point anyway. So, yeah. So let's see what else. Oh my goodness. Pampering. Make time to pamper yourself. Relax, restore your body and mind. Very nice. We had the 5 of Wands in reverse, the 4 of Wands again, which is the 11-11 card, and the 10 of Pentacles. It feels like an end to conflict leads to rewards, but the advice here is you definitely still need to be flexible for some reason. Or maybe too, just having a good balance of like self-care and everything else. So you're stepping into your highest divine life path when it comes to June. What do you know? Just in time for the second half of the year. They gave me river as well. So, and just the power and strength of a river to really carve out its own path based on how it wants it. So they want you to kind of slip into your water intuitive energy, right? And carve your own path. We have dreams realized. What do you know? Dreams realized. Yeah, this will help you manifest. Okay, so this is about you having the power to create and manifest what you desire. When you choose to push outside of your comfort zone and have determination, your dreams then become reality. Now's the time to take action and have clear focus on what you want. The universe works with you to create it by using your manifesting power. You have rainbow obsidian here. This is about healing your heart. Interesting. I was, connecting it to the Lovers, not just because it was number 6. I didn't actually go with the card for every month that, like you'll see. But anyway, so the Lovers, relationships. There really could be a focus on relationships when it comes to June, and also making choices in general. Let's see. What do we have, please, for the lovely Libra collective? I'm hearing something about a pint of maple syrup. Wow. Okay. So maple syrup. So some sweetness. 3 of Wands here. There you are. Ships are coming in, but you're not just standing by and watching. You grab the wand. You're ready to go. They're pointing it right out. Like that's my boat right there. What else? So you could see your ships coming in, so to speak. 5 of Pentacles here. All right, let's get a card with it though. Oh, okay, Devil card here. Okay. So some of you may be feeling stuck in an unhealthy attachment in some way, feeling as though you can't not rely on something, because they have the crutch there and the 5 of Pentacles, and then with the Devil card as well, it makes me think of someone feeling as though they have to rely on something they know is unhealthy in order to move forward, or it could be connected to abundance. But there's that beautiful King of Pentacles again. He's coming through and saying, you know what, you can let that other thing go. Let it go, because it's not good for you anyway. You get that higher perspective yourself, though, with the Hanged Man here. So this is letting me know, too, that, not to focus so much on one outcome that you lose sight of everything else, okay? So you're going to have some sort of change in perspective, maybe enlightenment here coming in. Oh, and it leads you to your new path. Look at that Fool card. And before that, we had the 3 of Swords in reverse with the 2 of Pentacles here. So you've got your new beginning here. You're optimistic, but it could come after a period where it's, for some of you, you're setting the you're moving on. You're forgiving. Okay, the worst is over, and now it's time to focus and make a choice. Okay, that's what we're getting off those 2 cards. If you are a Libra Sun in June, have relationships blooming, important choices being made, maybe around partnerships, values, alignment, life direction. Harmony and honest communication is crucial. For a Libra Moon, emotional transparency could be key. Get honest with yourself about what you want and need from relationships. For Libra Rising, this is a really good month where you're magnetic, okay? So whatever you're trying to bring in, go for it. Like, you may have better luck in June. So you could meet someone meaningful, reconnect with an old friend, or deepen existing bonds. With June, it is all about you being in the flow. I was given Swan, which is about you becoming your authentic self, or reemerges in some way. And so it's kind of connected to that May energy of questioning your higher mission to teach, inspire, and heal, and to lead. June is going to be a good month for Libras as far as highlighting crossroads, okay, in regard to relations too, even. So choose alignment with heart and integrity. Let's see. Yeah, choose to align with your heart and integrity. And what else? You have your spirit's ascending to a new vibration. Allow time for what's aligning to your frequencies. all else fades away. I just said aligning, right? And then here it is, and that has to do with the Judgment card, even from May, and then into the Lover's card of June. As there's that connection there of stepping into something that aligns more. Okay, what else? Humpback whale. So card 43, this is about being gentle with yourself and others. As you make a choice, this is giving and receiving the gift of being witnessed with compassion. And create a safe, nurturing space for healing. And interestingly enough, you have heal your heart as well. So, because you're stepping into your divine highest path, right? You have 21, 21. So 2121, a test of your balance. Stay the course. Remember your worth. You're getting that again about remembering your worth. So that is June. Now we're halfway through the months. All right. And feel free, refer back to this reading when you need to. Thank you. All right, Libra. So for July, Libra, I'm hearing something like let it pave the way. So something could start to flow a little better and it paves the way for you. I had the animal snake come through in July during the pre-shuffle. Actually, yeah, it was the card. Okay, so this is about acting on impulses, being still and alert, and when an opportunity comes, capturing it, right? Not chasing, but acting quickly when you feel it. They gave me the number 122. So trust the inner nudges here that you get and release doubt and fear. Adjustments are required in July, Libra. All right, they gave me the Moon card. They gave me the 4 of Wands for the third time. This is connecting to divine timing. So with the Moon card, they gave me 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, Knight of Cups, and 8 of Swords. So very briefly put, it would be ending stress and following your heart. And this will be, it's like it frees you from feeling trapped in some way. So you're putting an end to the stress, the worry, the doubt, the fear, something causing anxiety that was like false too, maybe a false belief. It says you miss the beauty when you are stressed. What do you know? Yeah. So be gentle with yourself, be messy, let it all go. Maybe you need to cry, right? I don't know. Maybe. So it can be cleansing. But again, reconnecting with nature came in a lot for us. Okay, and then you have spring. So what you're asking for will become yours in spring. This is just an energy in general, though, of spiritual rejuvenation, love, growth, rebirth, all the good stuff, okay? It's all lovely there with the golden egg. You also getting right now, you're not going to let someone trip you up in some way. So you could feel a little tested again. This is about evolving, too. So time to evolve here in July. There's an important decision to be made. This is about if it's not a negative situation, but a necessary one. So have the awareness to see it from your soul's perspective. You choose a lot of what we sign up for before you're incarnated. That's what the card is saying. Okay, so this is about releasing victimhood mentality. Now, interesting, you had 8 of Swords in the pre-shuffle, and that's victimhood, right? That's the card of victimhood. So this is about releasing any sort of mentality like that that's pulling you back, that's like draining your power, basically, not giving your power away. So this is about going through the trials and tribulations as an opportunity to evolve. How you choose to interpret the situation hinges on your growth or not. We have the Two of Wands here, and also getting out of that comfort zone is key. Some of you, you already know what to do. It's not a very hard choice. It's just a matter of making it. You've already had your wake-up call from earlier in the year here with Judgment card. There's the Nine of Wands. There's that stress again, and that did come through also in, no, actually it didn't come through in your pre-shuffle for this one. That was the month before. You have strength. Oh my goodness. Yeah, a test of strength could happen, of course. We are getting that. But again, it's all about evolving, the rebirth, the growth, right? So have compassion for yourself and others. And again, you know, attract, don't chase, attract. You're not desperate, right? So what else do we have for July? Oh, there's our King of Pentacles yet again. So now King of Pentacles has shown up the most in all of 2026 for Libras. Oh my gosh. And the Sun. Now you're watching me shuffle the cards, and like those, that one doesn't come out. You know, some of them have, but I'm shuffling, you know, so here's the Sun again. So there's some other happy ending here into July, it seems like. After what could have felt a little stagnant or even chaotic in some way, like just felt kind of blah. Maybe you had like a week in July where you're not really feeling it, and then you get your drive back. Okay, maybe you're on vacation or something. I don't know, but it feels like, yeah. And then let the money flow in. Yeah, there we go. Pyrite, let the money flow in. So July is looking really good for money with the King of Pentacles and the Sun card, and now the Pyrite. And by the way, I didn't even point out that's a golden egg on the spring card. So this is really abundance, you know, very, very good for abundance. For July in general, we'll connect it to the Chariot, month 7, card 7. So Libra Sun, this is about momentum returning. This is about goals that have been set earlier gain speed. Okay, this is a good month for travel, projects, making bold moves. July for Libra Moon. This is about your emotional drive. If you've been stuck emotionally, it's the time to push forward, heal, evolve, and move on. Libra Ascendant, you're seeing outward progress. You could succeed now in career visibility or social ambitions, so stay focused and determined. July is dynamic, okay? How the month starts will not necessarily be how it ends. So channel your willpower into a clear direction too, because the energy does feel a little mixed to some degree. Buckle up, Buttercup. Life is about to kick into overdrive. Hold on for the ride of your life, right? Okay. And numbers, you have 1717. So connect to the higher mission. This is about teaching, inspiring, and healing others in some way, just like we talked about already. And you also have, that's what we talked about in another month. Salmon, presence. This is about not worrying about the future or the past. Embrace and enjoy this moment fully because life happens now. Okay. That is July. Now, we're going to shuffle these cards really well. This deck is hot today, folks. Again, if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, hype. All right. Thanks. It all helps a lot. Make sure I'm going to shuffle this up now. Sometimes I use a variety of different tarot decks in one reading because I don't want to get repeats. But I can also shuffle really well. I'm not even kidding. You know who just fell out? The King of Pentacles again. So really look into the King of Pentacles for, and also the Seven of Cups. Those are two that came through quite a bit. All right. Overall, they gave us Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands for 2026, which is great because they need each other, fire and air, right? Okay. So okay, I'm hearing right now, they're giving it to me in a song, and it's something about not wanting to do someone's dirty work. All right. So that's coming in. For August, for Libras. Don't fear, again, don't fear a blank canvas. Use it to turn your life into a masterpiece, okay? So we had that one for, what was it, May or June? I don't know. Let's get another one. I promise you it does get better for August. Some of you may feel as though you have to get started or get on with something else. support. So you have someone entering your life who has the potential to be very significant in some way. I just heard the name Sheila. I've heard Sheila before, so I looked it up, and it actually means, I think it means something connected with heaven. So interesting. Now I'm connecting August to the Strength card, 8, right? You had in the messages that came through beforehand, going. I heard going. So you're going. Something is, you have the 8 of Swords again. You had that in July, so that may continue into August a little bit. So this is about you releasing yourself from anything that feels like conflict or anything that's hurtful, harmful. You may have your boundaries tested, and you may want to keep something close to you. Watch who you trust with your endeavors and plans. That's 4 of Pentacles coming in. And I also heard that you didn't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to be too fixated on something. Open and hold space for healing and growth. They gave me Dog, which is about expansion. They, again, open your heart and trust. Commit to joy. They gave me you asking you to remember your true source of abundance, life, joy. Be gentle. Some of you may want to consider journaling, or there's a focus on writing, or you're writing in some way. I also had 1919 come in, which is a patience and hard work being tested in some way. What else for August for Libra? Partnerships and support. Okay, so yeah, there's another focus on partnership support, and you have support and, check it out, support. I mean, isn't it unreal how the cards talk to each other? I mean, if you ever doubt it, it's like, just when I start to doubt something at all, they're like, nope, here's your confirmation. So anyway, so you're being guided to reach out to form partnerships and alliances to expand your vision and perspective. So this is taking time to see who's coming into your life now and offering assistance. And also know that asking for help can often lead to goals being reached more quickly. We have summer here. What you seek will find you in summer. It's a time of joy, happiness, adventure, not hiding. You have the 4 of Pentacles again, came out in your pre-shuffle. Here it is again. You can't make this up. For some of you, your story has been left untold. It's time to tell it. Okay, that's clairaudiently coming in right now. Knight of Wands, taking a risk maybe of opening your heart in some way. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's tough because maybe you've, felt like you've really been on your own with stuff, Maybe it is time to tell your story. 6 of Wands, get some recognition for who you are and who you've become and all the work you've done. 9 of Swords coming in with some sort of stress and anxiety. It's time to break a pattern of scarcity mindset, even for some, or in general, pattern of holding yourself back. We have the Queen of Wands. She's not going to hold herself back, and she's not going to let anyone else hold her back either. All right. If you are a Libra Sun, August will bring you gentle power, inner courage, compassion, resilience. Challenges may arise, but you have the grace to meet them with patience. Libra Moon. The theme for August is emotional healing and vulnerabilities surfacing. You have the strength to hold space for them and transform them. Now that's interesting because that is something I had said already that I had received intuitively, which was remembering your true source and boundaries being tested. Don't be too fixated on a specific outcome. Be open and, quote, hold space. And now we get a card that is about holding space. It's amazing. And you have Pink Opal, be kind to yourself. You have the number 33, a sign of blessings, bringing peace, love, and illumination. Also for August, you have Sperm Whale here. It's funny because I just heard you're counting your money. Look at this, Libra. Seriously, you had support, and now you have 33 blessings and Sperm Whale blessings. So there you go. Blessings and blessings coming in July, even though it might feel a little tougher than some of the other months. This is expecting the abundant blessings, telling the universe what you desire, and be open to receiving. Trust your prayers are being heard and answered. That is what we have for July. Oh, one more message. Okay, one more message for July. Soon we will be lifting the veil and you will see the light. Wow. This is amazing. All righty. What else? Anything? I'm getting right now something about a lullaby. Yeah, okay. So you may actually be having kids visit you in August, okay? Just throw that in there. Okay. Okay, and you have now for September, you have the Star card and you have Frozen. So something that feels icy cold, stagnant. Your personal power could feel, like you could feel stuck in some way again, or have times when you felt stuck. This is about you shooting for the stars. Don't dim your light. You're not frozen. Use whatever that energy is to set your sights higher and know that you deserve better. Okay, use the energy of all the months before, all those good cards you had. So balance all dimensions of your life. Yeah, you might be feeling as though I'm just going to tell you for September, avoid going to extremes. Okay, extremes aren't great anyway, but particularly with September, balance is key. We enter Libra season in September, so all right. And okay, yeah. So there's some sort of betrayal revealed, possibly. Okay, but it's whether you're betraying yourself or someone betrayed you, it's all coming out. Okay, it's coming out. And so this again, avoid going to extremes though with whatever does happen. And again, this may not resonate for all of you, or maybe you hear of a big betrayal revealed. Maybe it's on the world stage even. But this is about you're being asked to unmask the truth by removing any blinders that have been hindering clarity. You have red jasper, take action. And now we'll get into tarot. So my messages, though, that I received for September before this, you had the moose come in. The word connected to it is gravity and magnetism as well, actually. So you're integrating lessons and skills. White shark energy came in, which is about going with the flow, being present and trusting your guides, and trust that you are guided and safe. You had the Ten of Swords come in, as well as the Hermit, card of Virgo. Interestingly enough, I am actually, what's the card of September too? That's what I'm saying is the September card. You're going to get clarity, though, as far as a new path that will lead to steady growth, one step at a time. This is going to actually blend into October, the one step at a time, because it's about trusting you have all the resources. And I think some of you will be making that decision in October. You want to strengthen trust in September, probably for these October blessings to come to fruition. You have number 212 coming in. That is actually connected to strengthening your trust. With the Ten of Swords, the Hermit, the Ten of Cups. I also heard the word, oh no, that's October. So you had 1010, right? So again, a new path could be revealed to you, some sort of steady growth after some sort of, I'm hearing right now, maybe you felt rejected or, quote, dismissal. You might have felt like you were dismissed from work or something. You have the Four of Swords. You're getting that clarity though right now. Rest, retreat, recover from whatever that was. Star cards there as well to help you with your healing journey. Because whatever, maybe if there is a betrayal, I think a lot of you already knew it though, and now you're actually going to take action. We have the Three of Cups. Oh, that's good. Good energy here, an energy of celebration. Good vibes there all around. You also have the Lovers card. This is good. You made this. You make a choice that's in your highest alignment and is best for you. And it actually, so the betrayal, if there is one, or whatever felt stuck, it gets unstuck, but you have to make some sort of choice here. For some of you, you've outgrown a group of people in some way, possibly. You have the Four of Wands. The fact of the matter is you're ready for the change, by September here for sure. And that's when some of you are getting wishes delivered, wishes coming true. Because remember, you have the Ten of Cups in the pre-shuffle that I was telling you about. You have the Hanged Man coming in again. Some of you need to get a better view on something. Okay, and your opinion does matter. I am hearing that right now clairaudiently. And you also have, my goodness, remember you are the ultimate empress. Okay, I just saw 19.9 on the timer. And I don't know why, but that they wanted me to point that out. So the numbers 3 and 4 could resonate when it comes to September in some way. So think about what 3 is or look it up. as well as 4. I mean, I don't want this video to be 2 hours long, so I'm going to only say so much, but you can always have a little schoolhouse homework and look that up on your own. For the Hermit card for September, connecting that to Libra Sun, that would be a time of reflection and introspection. So maybe step back from social life. 4 of Swords, right? 4 of Swords. 3 of Cups is social life. So stepping back from that and recalibrate, journal, meditate, spiritual retreat could also serve you well. For Libra Moon, this is about intuitive insights, deepening. So pay attention to your dreams, your gut feelings, and what your inner voice is trying to say. For Libra Rising, you could feel socially withdrawn or selective about company, and that's okay. Use the solitude to gain clarity. Big picture, this month is possibly giving you a chance for quiet and solitude. Hermit energy, right? So necessary recalibration before the energy shifts, okay? Because then you're going to need energy for something else, seems like. What is this? You're about to give birth. Yes. And that makes sense because there's the Empress, and she's pregnant with ideas, possibilities, and she's very much in the flow. So go with the flow. Don't fight certain things. You might just want to get calm. Again, avoid going to extremes, okay? And whatever this is. So it could be a birth of a child, a business, or a creative project. All right. But she is in the flow, and you're in the flow come September. And you also have 666s. So that's a sign to leave the doubt behind. Whatever you're doubting, you've got to leave that behind to heal for greater things to come. For your animal, they gave me in your pre-shuffle, what did they give me? Crocodiles? No, that was December. What did they give me? Did they give me I don't even think oh yeah, they gave me a moose. Yeah, moose. All right, so for September, you have Ram, manifestation, card 22. So work your magic, take inspired action. Look at this. You can't even make that up. You have take action here on the red jasper, and now you have take inspired action to manifest your dreams into reality. You're a powerful co-creator. That's not even the same author. Different deck, different author, not at all connected. Came out at different times. I mean, that's amazing. So anyway, that is September. I will say September, that's interesting. It's definitely a mix. It's not bad. It's just, balance will be key, right? All right. Because, I mean, yeah, you can't say the Star card and the Empress and all that is bad in any way. Let's see. Libra October, heading into our birthday season. I connected it to the Justice card for you. For Libra Sun, this is balance, fairness, maybe legal or financial decisions being made, reflection on cause and effect. What you've sowed, you now reap. It's a good month for honesty and integrity. Libra Moon. October could bring emotional clarity around fairness, relationships, self-treatment, inner guidance, or balance even. And you may need to make a tough decision, but it's necessary. And for Libra Rising in October, so public or social matters, you could be called to stand for something, right? So integrity, authenticity, advocacy, moral clarity will serve you well. Respect comes when you act fairly. So you're acting fairly. Something is not an illusion, okay, folks, when it comes to October. It is not an illusion because you have the 7 of Cups and you have the King of Pentacles. Solid energy, right? He's making the choice. He's helping you make a choice. But Ace of Swords came in during pre-shuffle. This is about clarity. It's your breakthrough. 12-12 came in as well. You may be forming some sort of alliance. Could have some be connected to April. Dreams are manifested here. This is about seeing the big picture with hawk energy coming through. You're reconnecting with a bigger vision in October. So again, it's connected to that one step at a time from September. So trust you have all the resources you need. Count on you can almost count on a miracle too. 7 of Cups is good, except when it's to the point where it's like analysis paralysis, right? And we can't seem to make up our minds, right? So that's why you're going to have to, it's Cups. You're going to need to use your intuition. What else do we have? So you will have financial security in life. It's looking good here, Libras. Just in time for October Libra season. Oh yeah, I'm just hearing right now, and there's a cherry on top. Oh my goodness, you have the star again. Really, out of all these cards, there's like 80 cards, I think. So there's stars. You're overcoming your fears here. You've healed something, okay? Something that has brought you stress, um, even cloudiness. You know, this is like you leaning and tapping into your own intuition. And despite how dark things could appear, there's light breaking through. So be brave, find a way through it, set your sights high. You deserve better, and you know it. And there it is again. Third time now you have awakening with expansion. Third time this year, and it's only October. So this is again, it's about you've been receiving messages. So it's time for your soul to expand beyond the 3D vision. You're an old soul, all right? You're here to do great things. There's no going back. So enjoy the new way of life, right? And it's important to realize that, you know, you don't need this. There's just one particular thing. You don't need something in order to feel whole. You can feel whole by reconnecting to the energy of, you know, like the Empress, for example, or even the Star card or whatever. You can feel whole and happy right where you are with the current conditions. So I am getting that. And I know some of you may not want to hear that, but that's what I'm getting. There's squirrel energy also came through for October, and that's about activity. And again, it's really trusting you're ready for that next step. And something is not an illusion after all. For example, you could be saying, you know, your fears about something are very real. I agree with that. Fears are definitely real, but is, you know, it's kind of, it's basically an energy of overcoming the anxiety, the fear, to really bring in what it is you want to manifest, whether it's financial security or what. There it is. I say what you want to manifest, and here comes the magician. Can't make it up. This is amazing. There are the resources right there. So I just said to you too, trust you'll have the necessary resources. Out comes the magician. Okay. I did hear too clairaudiently, the first word they gave me for October was dispatcher. So think about what a dispatcher does, right? They relay information, they make connections. So maybe that's like a theme for you and whatever else you feel it has to do with. Let's see. Yeah. So this October is all about integrity, accountability, and truth. You have the Three of Cups here too. I think, again, when it comes to the truth, it's connecting to something social or in a relationship that's happening. Okay, so something being revealed there. Oh my gosh, you have the Star card again. So we have 3 stars when it comes to Libra season. Because in September you had the Star, October you come out with the Star, and now here's the Star again. This is healing. This is being in the flow. And again, some of you are here to inspire, teach, help others. There's the Queen of Cups. Another person who can help with intuitive work, intuitive development, using challenges as stepping stones and not getting caught up by a sea of emotion, right? She's stable. She's very intuitive too. Ace of Swords comes through again. So that came through in the pre-shuffle, as I already told you. And so here it is now coming through. There's your truth. There's your breakthrough. And with that Ace of Swords too, it's as though, you know, you're going to be cutting something out in order to have something better. I am picking up on that because it's a double-edged sword, but this is victory though. Someone else's loss is your victory. And again, you have the Seven of Cups. And I already said for October, you have the Seven of Cups. Here it comes again. Okay. Page of Cups too. Oh, I know why they gave me that. Because in this reading, they were going to give me the Seven of Cups with the Page of Cups. Remember, they gave me something's not an illusion. Okay. That's what this card has to do with. In the Page of Cups, they wonder, is that real? Is that fish being dreamed of? Or is it really a fish in the cup? That's a question amongst tarot readers, you know? The Seven of Cups is the card of illusion. So now I know why they gave me clairaudiently. It's not an illusion. So something you need to face or that you know is a truth, it's real, Libra. It's not an illusion. If you have a dream, you're bringing that into reality. I really do feel that. What else do we have? Oh, Libra, I have chills. Oh my goodness. Crown chakra. Woo. Soothe your soul here with Celestite. What else for Libra for October? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness. You can manifest great changes. Look beyond the daily grind. See what you truly desire. And I know I am speaking quickly in this reading. I'm trying to really make it so it's like not too long. Raven, card 33, preference. This is speaking your truth. Manifest your desires into reality. Wow. There they are again, repeating what we said. We just got a card that says manifest. And now you have another card that says manifest. Words are magic. Manifest your desires into reality by using words that match your intentions, Libra. Holy wowzers. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. This is amazing. Yeah, there's like a pretty harmonious shift, it feels like, that's coming in for Libra season for us. Now, Libras, let's go into November. So I'll tell you what I received for November. I received 424, the number that has to do with love and courage. I had number 122 come in, which is about leaving fear behind. You're getting unstuck. White shark came in, as well as the cat. So withdraw for higher guidance, let go of control, go with the flow. They want you to, quote, let your hair down. Okay. We had the 7 of Cups come through again with the Hierophant again. And the 10 of Wands. Death came through with rebirth, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So that is what came through. We'll talk about as we go on. We'll talk about it. This says, don't allow a scarcity mindset to limit your success. And it's okay not to have all the answers. They'll come to you when you need them. Responsibilities could shift. I'm picking up on that 10 of Wands. It's now coming in. I'm being given a little more information. Yeah, that responsibilities could shift in some way in November. Maybe it's connecting to the death rebirth card. You're gonna have to make some kind of choice here, and as usual, you're being asked to kind of, again, go with the flow, leave the fear behind. You may actually now be heading into a direction of something you will truly love if you've not done that this year yet, meaning 2026. Yeah. So you get a new proposal maybe coming in, something or someone you could love in the month of November, which makes sense because, you know, death's not a literal death. It's renewal, it's shedding, and it's rebirth, right? So let's see. Here it is, letting go. The cycle's ended. There it is. All right. Yep. So you've let something go. Change is necessary. You know that. That's why you had the 10 of Wands come in and the pre-shuffle. This is all about transformation. Okay. So I connected November to the death card because it's Scorpio energy. And so my messages are, in doing that little meditation for November for Libra Sun, transformation. Something ends, ending opens up space for something new, and it could feel really intense, but it's necessary. It's a necessary release for control, to let go for growth. Okay. For Libra Moon, emotional metamorphosis. Okay. So old patterns, habits, feelings could come up to be released. Dive deep and let go. And for Libra Rising, changes in your external life, maybe job, living situation, major relationship shift. It could feel a little disorienting, but it's leading you to the new beginnings, that Ace of Cups, okay, that came through in the pre-shuffle. So Libra, I'll shuffle on camera so you see it. I was shuffling the whole time, but all right, almost here, Libra. Oh my. Now, 3rd month in a row, you have the Star card. This is fabulous. Okay. So again, because of that release, right? The Star card knows how to work with the energies too. Like, she knows how to work with these energies, right? She does. I mean, she's going with her intuition on how much of this, how much of that. She's in the water. She's also on land. So there's an element here of balance here. So there's something here about maybe balancing your emotions. Some of you could be getting a lot of intuitive downloads in November. And then you have the Fool card. So remain optimistic. Okay. You have a whole new beginning here at the end of the year for some of you, because you've done the healing. You did the healing work. Oh yeah. Look at that. Now you have 3 major arcana cards coming in for November. This is the Lovers card. It's about you being totally aligned with the choice you're about to make. Much better. And it's air energy with the Star card and the Lovers with Gemini and Aquarius energy there. The 8 of Swords. This person's actually listening to their intuition. They're going within, right? They may feel trapped, but they're not seeing the opportunities that this is giving them. This release, this letting go. They're maybe focusing a little bit on that rather than the fact that, yeah, with that release comes new space in your life and your energetic being for new things to come in, things you may love more. Three of Pentacles here. You could find yourself working with a group on a particular project in November. You might feel kind of in the spotlight, but it's good because you have the Star card and the Fool card. Oh my goodness, and you have the Judgment card. That's a big one. Some of you are discovering your spiritual purpose, or you're allowing your maybe sharing it with others by November or in November. There's a resolution here coming in for November. You also have Go with the Flow with Aquamarine. Yep, go with the flow here. Very nice energy. Love Aquamarine energy. All right, so what else do we have? Showcasing something. What are you showcasing? Oh, winter. Okay, so this is, again, this is about solitude. So quiet reflection here. You might be just trying to get through something in November too. Someone could be reaching out to you too. I'm hearing like, this is a collect call. Do you accept the charges? Now that's really interesting because if you think about that, like metaphorically, are you willing to pay for pay in some way metaphorically for someone like reaching out? But I'm kind of getting like you don't even really want to talk to this person, and like every time you do, you kind of like pay a price. So that's what I'm getting. Okay, take it or leave it. So how will today shape your future? You have the opportunity to make a difference today. There's something about if you're going to, you really have to make a judgment call here. You've already had your wake up call. You already made your choice. And then something could come in that could potentially make you feel like you question yourself. Don't. If it's another person coming in and they're trying to mess up something for you, don't allow that to happen, right? Set those boundaries. Okay. You're not stuck. Okay. It's not, get out of that Eight of Swords. And you have some people on your side too. Then, okay, you have Fox, Divine Matrix. This is don't believe everything you hear in your mind. Maybe you're sabotaging yourself in some way in November. But this is about asking for divine guidance. Detach from fear and reconnect with your higher truth. And oh my. So it says ask for divine guidance on this card, the Fox. And then you get 4444, divine intervention. This is about the universe hearing your request. So that's what I have for November. In Libra, we did it. We're on our last final month here. Thanks for those of you who've hung in here. All right, so for December, I connected it to the Hanged Man energy. And there's a reason, because often we find ourselves pausing and surrendering when it comes to the end of the year. So December is about quiet transformation. It's a deep dive inward that sets you up for a new cycle, okay, in 2027. So if you're Libra Sun, pause and surrender. So it could be a busy, transformative year, but this is a time to step back, reflect, and see things from new perspectives. Do not force things. Allow time for clarity to emerge. If you're a Libra Moon, December could bring an inner stillness. Listen to the subtle guidance of your dreams or inner wisdom. Rest, retreat, and recharge emotionally. For Libra Rising, outward progress could slow a bit in December, but it's on purpose. It's purposeful, so use this time to reassess your path. Next year's direction will become clearer through patience. All right, what else? For Libra, you have to travel as much as you can. This will add dimension to your life. Some of you may end up traveling at the very end of the year next year. And intuitively, I had Crocodile come through with about needing to set boundaries and not settle. I had Snake come in. You may be following an impulse of some kind. But you want to, I also had 444 come in as divine intervention. I had a lot of numbers come in, actually. I had 212, which is trusting this victory. I had 808 come in, which is balance. Snake came in to let us know you're ready to shed something at the end of the year, growing into a bigger Libra, a bigger snake, so to speak. You also had the 7 of Pentacles reversed, come in a pre-shuffle, the Fool card, the 4 of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords. So there's a lot of like leadership energy coming in at the end of the year. This could be some sort of clarity and a new path that's going to help you go like that you're going to grow into this new role or something for 2027. But this again, we're wrapping up 2026 now. So interesting. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You're wrapping something up. Look, you get full circle completion. Amazing. So this is about you've chosen to learn from your mistakes and move forward. You've closed out old cycles. Okay. This is about every layer of yourself. Acknowledge there's a layer that served its purpose. So you're now feeling your power by seeing your inner strength. Determination could really pay off, right? Big theme for the year, determination, perseverance, and all that could really pay off. So be proud of this moment. Let it carry you forward. And you have communication coming in. So there's some sort of message from the heart. Be mindful. Be mindful of what you say. Use discernment. Maybe you don't want to reveal all your plans because we keep getting that message over and over for 2026, right? Yes, actually, because we had snake come in, and sometimes when the snake comes in, it reminds me to remind you, don't announce your plans before like your eggs have hatched, okay? So that's something, keep something in your very tight inner circle. Okay, what else for Libra? Oh my goodness. There's the disruption of a foundation. Maybe it needed to happen there with the Tower card. Could be a surprise though. You have the Three of Cups. Oh, some of you are going to be celebrating though. You're like, good, that needed to happen. And we up because look, now you have new opportunities coming in with the Ace of Pentacles. And by the way, I am getting that it was definitely in divine timing. There was the whole purpose of all of that. The Seven of Wands, good thing you hung in there throughout the year, because then at the end of the year, you have a nice Ace of Pentacles. Maybe it's a bonus or some sort of other financial gain in some way, but it does definitely feel like a win, as well as I said, I was hearing for December, you're doing victory laps. Three of Swords here. That has to do with the communication, I believe. And so just, again, message from the heart, trying to be expressed, you or someone else. So just, again, being mindful, right? Being mindful. It could be a lesson in disguise, I'm hearing. And then there's the 10 of Wands. Oh, yeah. Might take a lot to really push through the rest of that year. Oh, yeah. But look, there's perseverance. Our Queen of Wands. I love that she came in because she came in as overall energy prior to this reading with the Queen of Swords. So we have the Queen of Wands here closing out the reading. Let's see what else we have. Get a few more cards. Nothing stops our Queen of Wands, right? Nothing. She's not afraid to take something on either. Not if she feels like she's really in it. You know, she's passionate about it. You have Speak Your Truth here with Sodalite. Again, communication coming in. So speak your truth, Sodalite. So for I have for Hanged Man, for Libra Sun, pause and surrender. After a busy transformative year, 2026, that is, it's a time to step back, reflect, and see things from new perspectives. Don't force things. Libra Moon, inner stillness. Listen to the subtle guidance. Rest, retreat, recharge. Also, your angels stepped in to protect you from what you did not see. And you also have Libra Rising. Oh, I think I had already told you these, I think, right? I think so. Anyway, next year's direction could become clearer for Libra Rising by the end of December, because you're going to have to, because the progress is going to slow down, right? Remember I said outward progress will slow. So overall energy of December is more quiet transformation. Think about a snowy scene and everything feels very still and quiet and, Okay, so this is a chance encounter that could occur with someone you love. Not at all surprised because you have that communication card coming through with a heart. For a number, we're going to recap here in a moment. For number for Libra, 88, sign of enlightenment. So you've achieved wisdom and you find success by the end of 2026. Amazing. Libra. Animal for December. We already had snake come in. Now we have raven again. So speak your truth, manifest your desires into reality by using words that match your intentions. Words are magic. From the top, I also have badger, feeling nature, reconnect with nature, reconnect with yourself. What are you truly feeling deep inside? Feeling opens the doors to healing. Now I'm going to recap this whole year for us quickly. So our overarching themes for Libra 2026. Balance of action and reflection. Okay. So the year swings between energetic forward motion with the Magician and Chariot, for example, and introspective inner work months like the High Priestess, the Hermit, the Hanged Man. As Libra, you are suited to navigate both. So allow action informed by introspection and vice versa. Again, it's all about you going with your intuition too. Not all, but a lot of it. Then there's also a theme of growth through relationships and self-work, from May's Hierophant, values, community learning, to June's lovers, relationships, choices, to November's death of transformation, right? 2026 urges you to evolve both internally and in connection with others. Makes sense. We're Libras, right? Relationships. Then you also have empowerment and strength as a theme. So August, April, July, they all call on your inner authority, resilience, and will. And they encourage you to claim your voice and direction. And that actually extends throughout the whole year, right? And healing and release is a fourth theme. November's death plus the Hanged Man's December energy signals deep inner work. So let go of what no longer serves you, seeing old patterns from a new vantage point, and then that will prepare you for 2027. So I do hope this was helpful for you. Please do like the video, subscribe, leave a comment. It's been my pleasure to read for you. Thank you so much, and happy, healthy 2026.